that anime actually goes, you know, follows. Jesus Christ! Oh my Lord! What am I doing? Alright, what's up everybody? This is part 9 of Spyro the Dragon. New recording session, as you can tell by the new clothing, which means you'll be seeing the same sort of crew neck sweater type thing for maybe the next 3-4 parts, I don't know. Want to get a few episodes recorded for the night because I have a lot of stuff coming up, so you know how we do around here. We're going to go into Terrace Village. Been a few weeks, so let's, you know, if something happens, it happens for a reason. That reason being, I'm probably not all that great, and I don't really remember what's going on. But the game says we're at, hold on, I believe it was said 59% complete. I mean, obviously we're very far along in the game. The thing is, I still had thought that we were going to be like along much further. Like I thought it was only going to be like a few parts, and well, not a few parts, but like I was thinking like maybe 12, 13 parts, but I'm starting to realize it's probably going to go faster than that, or I mean, it's going to go longer than that, or maybe it won't. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. I already forgot how to break these things. Oh no. Oh, I know how to kill that guy. Oh shit. SCMR. Oh, duh. I'm taken aback because I thought I thought that looked like a flat surface, like that looked like more area of the level, and I was initially upset because I don't like, you know, sometimes when you're playing a game, and obviously it's more specific to platformers, but you accidentally fall off a ledge or something and you know you can't go up it, and even though the ledge below, see look, that looks like that's more shit you can explore, and even though the ledge below is like more parts of the level, you're still kind of upset because you didn't get to do everything you wanted to do on the certain level you were on, and so you just like pray that there's a way to get back to that original area so you can finish exploring it. That's what that whole moment just happened right there, and then it took me by surprise because I just straight up died. I thought you can go further along in that level. How's everybody doing? This initial part also had a problem real quick. I started recording, and so here's the deal. If you remember the last few parts, I was talking about how I bought a new 4K television. Well, this is the first recording on this television for the Spyro part. So that's great. It's nice. It's slightly bigger TV and everything. It's a very nice TV. But it's you know, a modern TV, and it's one of those modern TVs that has that excuse me. That's a weird little tickle in my throat. I'm trying to like get it out. It's one of those new modern TVs that has that like that setting that makes it like it almost gives like the picture sort of an artificial high frame rate. It's like a smoothness feature or something, like whatever it's called. But I know a lot of modern TVs have it now, and it's like automatically turned on usually, a lot of these TVs. Mine has it on. It had it on obviously right away. I didn't really use it, of course, or realize that it was on because I don't watch cable television, and I've only had a PS4 Pro hooked up to it, and I've been mostly playing on that, and that is just already, you know, PS4 kind of sets it to the way it is, either 30 frames or 60 frames, and it runs the way it runs. And obviously PS4 Pro, the only stuff that I've really been playing on it has been full 60 frames, so I guess I never really noticed it. But I just booted up Spyro and the PS3, and like a Spyro looked like totally weird. It looked like I said, it looked like it had this weird sort of artificially higher frame rate, and it looked really weird. But I was like, I don't really care. So I just hit record, and then I started to play, and I could tell right away there was like some serious input lag. So I said, oh shit, I gotta cut this real quick and turn that stupid little feature off. So that is what I did, and now we are good to go. I'm really taking my time here with this level. I'm also going to polish off the rest of this hot chocolate.
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity.
Which is no longer hot, because I made it about an hour ago. It's a Christmas mug. Look at that. It's got Christmas stuff on it. $400 gems, but there's only 2 dragons here. We got some work to do. No, I don't want to... Alright, fuck it. I'll save my game. I meant to hit continue. What's been going on? A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. So actually, this is one situation where the episode's a little bit timely. because this will be going out on Monday, I'll let you know right now. I'm recording this on Friday night, so we just had the Let's Talk PlayStation about the Game Awards, and that's where I also talked about how I probably won't, because I'll be working tomorrow, all day Saturday, and tomorrow's PSX. For you guys, obviously, PSX has already come and gone. We already know all the announcements and everything, and you already know that I probably didn't have a video ready. That's what has been upsetting me, is that I will be working, so I won't be able to do a full coverage, recap, and impressions video of PSX this time around, which is really sort of a bummer. I hate that I can't, get that done. Really kind of shitty. It just really bothers me. I can't stand when it's my fault though. Usually if I request ahead of time, I can get the time off. This, I don't know, PSX this time just really kind of came out of nowhere. I just wasn't, I don't know, it just came really fast, and I just didn't put in the request fast enough, so didn't get the time off from work. So that's kind of my bad. Where does that go? It better go to these things. Well, I got one of them. So that means there's another rocket somewhere. Speaking of which, PlayStation 4 Pro has been pretty awesome. A review video should be quite soon. But, and since this will go up before the review video, I'll tell you a little bit about it right now. I like it a lot. Obviously, you need the TV to really see the major benefits from it. But the thing is, I've mostly been playing Skyrim on it, and Skyrim runs a native 4K on PS4 Pro, and it does. It looks fucking gorgeous, man. It really looks pretty sweet. There's no doubt about that. 4K is very beautiful if you've got the proper display, and it's got to be a big screen too. I mean, there's 4K sets that are 43 inches, which isn't really a whole it's not really big enough for you to substantially see what's so great about it. And of course it also depends on sort of your viewing distance, so it's really going to be a different sort of situation for every single person, but in every situation you're going to find yourself in. But I still like it a lot. It's a luxury item. If you've got the money, it's not a bad purchase. But and that's the thing that a lot of people don't seem to still understand, but it's not necessary. And not in terms of as a consumer, you don't have to buy it for compatibility or worrying about the games you can buy or what. Not only is it not necessary because of that, but it's truly not necessary in the veins of the performance and the picture is really nice, but you really don't have to that's the thing. PS4 games still look fucking gorgeous, and I've always been preaching that from day one, which I still always get a lot of shit for whenever I talk about how developers are always pushing graphics to the absolute max regardless of the power, and how PS4 and X1 are still totally capable capable machines. People still give me shit for that. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. They are. The games are still absolutely gorgeous. They look fantastic. I don't know where, son of a bitch, this guy gets me every time. Wow, and alright. I didn't know I still had another, I didn't know Sparks was still with me there. I thought I was donezo. These fucking electric guys. And this guy, for fuck's sake. I really need to start paying attention for this fucking guy. Oh, come on, I killed him. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, these guys, man. Look at now I'm out of sparks again. Holy fucking dick. Where's another one of those guys? I need to pay attention. Anyway, yeah, PS4 still looks good, man. If that's the thing, Infamous, Second Son, Killzone, how these games look unbelievable. I don't know how you can, in any way, shape, or form. Fuck you dickhole. Alright, I need these. I just don't know how you can talk about it in that vein of PS4 and X1 aren't enough. I mean, that's what sort of birthed this whole idea of doing the mid-cycle updates, is people constantly bitching about how they're not strong enough. PS4 Pro didn't even have to exist. And that's the thing, I've always been an advocate of PS4 Pro. I thought I basically fucking predicted that it was going to happen, but at the same time, I can acknowledge the fact that I predicted it was going to happen, but at the same time, I know it didn't need to happen. That's what you get when people constantly, you know, evidently bitch about how the console is, like, underpowered, which is, like, still just absurd. But, you know, it is what it is. I've been enjoying it so far. What else? What else? What else? There were things I was going to talk... Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. You know what I've been doing a lot recently? Watching prison documentaries. And funny enough, I think I'm finally sort of getting burnt out on them, so I think I'm going to stop watching them as much as I have been. But for the past, I'd say, a week, I've been watching prison documentaries over and over and over again. And there's, I don't know, there's a number of reasons why. It's sort of fascinating, sort of the prison hierarchy and, you know, how the inmates sort of operate. And, you know, I mean, there's, like, obviously you're looking at situations of people that are incarcerated for life, and these are people that at this point have nothing to lose, so they make such a problem for the correctional officers, and sort of their upbringing is very fascinating to me. And, you know, obviously it's like the prison system is still like in the 50s and 60s in terms of racism and all that tension and the violence. Like, I don't know why, but it's just like I just can't stop watching it and being sort of enthralled in that environment, and like just seeing some of the you know, serious offenders and how a lot of those guys, like, sometimes they'll do the one-on-one conversations with the cameras and they'll go into like grave detail about what they did, and it's just like sort of surreal, you know, to see that. And it's just like, I don't know, I've just been spending a lot of time doing that recently. And they're all on YouTube. There's like one specific YouTube channel called like Prison Documentaries or something, and there's just like a bunch of them uploaded on there. So literally I've just been watching all those, and I can't help it. Sometimes I get into that kind of kick, you know, you get into this kick where you just like, you know, run into some sort of specific topic, whatever that topic may be. Mine was prison documentaries for this past week, but you'll find something that fascinates you, and then you'll spend the next, however long you typically like to spend with these things, you'll spend a certain significant amount of time just, like, being enthralled in it. So that's just what I've been doing recently. It is, though, man. It's just, like, it's fucking nuts. These guys, you know what surprises me, I think, more than anything? Damn it, how do you... There you go. That's how you do it. Oh, fuck. I gotta go back and hit the other ones now, since I forgot how to do those. Because I know there was two earlier that I just kind of walked past without even giving a shit about. Yeah, like, okay. Here's a good one. If you're gonna watch at least one of them, if you're picking up what I'm laying down, you think, oh, okay, I can get on board, Ryan. I'll watch one of these documentaries. Watch the one about Troy Kell. You can just type in Troy Kell into YouTube. TroyKell. It's about one specific prisoner who's a white prisoner, and he stabbed another inmate to death while another inmate was pinning him down. And it is all on film, by the way, too, so you can actually see the murder take place. And you know, that kind of footage is always a little bit, maybe the kind of person that can watch that stuff. It's far out, and you don't see anything, like, insane, but you still do obviously see it happen. Yeah, if you're the kind of person that fucking, like, is always on LYLE or some shit and you watch grave shit like that all the time, then I guess it's no problem for you. But I don't like to expose myself to that kind of stuff too often. So if you're kind of like me, you'll look at it and sort of have, and it's weird for me to say this, but almost an appreciation or a respect for it. And then you can see Troy Kell talk about, you know, why he did it, and then obviously it does a number of shots and close-ups and discussions about other prison stuff. I think I need to go back up here for that. At least all the enemies are dead. I can't. That's what'll kill me right now, is if I fall off a ledge or something, all these fuckers are going to respawn, so I just have to not screw that up. But, it still, like, focuses on all the prison and stuff. But, like, that one was particularly good. But that one is, you know, a specific profiled documentary on just that prisoner. So there are other ones that are I didn't like pay attention to really the name of the documentaries, because it's just one of those things where you're on YouTube and you just keep clicking related over and over again. So there we go. Now I'm over here. So I can't give you a specific name of other documentaries that were less of a profile and more about the overall theme of prison, but like I said, there's that YouTube channel. It's easy to find. You can just look them all up there. It's certainly something to spend a lot of time doing, and if you're looking for something to get lost in for a little bit. And it's funny, I'm doing that while playing Pokemon Moon. So, because I'm not just sitting here watching them straight up. I always gotta be playing something or doing something else. It's weird. I have to multitask. But it's hard for me to just sit down and watch something. Unless I'm, like, laying down with my girlfriend and just kind of relaxing. If it's just me by myself, I'm not watching TV. If a TV's on, it's because I'm doing something else. Whether that's being on the internet and editing a video or playing or playing a game or something. So yeah, Pokemon Moon. And it's like I finished the story of Moon, and with the story I made it so that don't kill me, thank you. When I was playing the main story of Moon, I made sure to only have nothing on more or less, and I was just like focused on the story and the music and everything and kind of enjoying it then. But when I start doing post-game stuff, that's where I mute the game and I start, I give my attention to other stuff. So that's what I was doing. I was like working on my my decks for Pokemon Moon, and the game was on mute, and I was just like kind of going back and forth with my eyes to watching the documentaries. But it's a good mix, It's always a good mix when you got a 3DS or a Vita or something. Just have something playing on in the background. All right, we are done. Here, that's 400 out of 400. Just for the hell of it, we'll go back to the proper send-off of the level. And where are we at? 20 minutes. I'm thinking we're not going to have a clean finish here, because there's no way I'm going to complete an entire level in 10 minutes. Fuck. Which, by the way, Pokemon Moon is a very good game. The only thing that is... that really pisses me off about it. Everything else about it is great. Well, I guess there's two things. And the one's not that minor because I don't really give a shit about, stuff like this unless it really hinders the game's performance. But the problem is, the one little insignificant problem to me is that the game's frame rate is just awful. You can tell the game's really demanding on the 3DS hardware. And it was funny, I even noticed that more so when I went back to X for a bit to just do some mystery gifts. Pulling some mystery gifts off the network, and I played those games again, and I noticed that the frame rate for those games like X and like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and all that, those games look great. They're very fluid and they work, and but I was those old ones made it very clear that and like I said, I didn't even need X and Y and Ruby and Sapphire to see how bad the frame rate was, but Moon and Sun are their frame rate's really shitty for if you're doing a double battle in that game, it's bad. It's they're barely moving, that's a wing poke, a flying Pokemon, but oh yeah, it's horrendous, it's oh my god. But that kind of stuff doesn't bother me unless it's really, really bad. So the real thing that pisses me off about Sun and Moon is, let's check out this level real quick. Ooh, this is a big level. I picked the wrong one to come to. But then again, they're probably all going to be pretty big. Let's leave this one. Let's find another one that maybe we can do in 10 minutes, which I'm going to be spending a minute finding the level, so I'm making it even longer. The big problem I have with Sun and Moon, everything else great, is the story. The story is really intrusive. It's constantly down your throat. Every route, every city you enter, everything has a cutscene. It's just way too in your face. And then the other thing is that it's getting way too much like the anime. And that pisses me off to no avail because I fucking hate the anime. I love Pokemon, without a doubt. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. It's becoming pretty much my favorite franchise. Almost, it's getting past Jak and Daxter. I'm just starting to realize that I spend way too much time on this franchise. I care too much about it. It's just getting up there for me, and I fucking hate the anime. You know why? Because it's not canon. That anime, for example, Pokemon don't say their names. You watch Pokemon Generations or Pokemon Origins. That's the Pokemon universe, because that anime actually goes, you know, follows. Jesus Christ! Oh my Lord! What am I doing? That anime follows the game's, you know, the game's canon. It follows that sort of the world that the video games follow. You know, the Pokemon don't say their own names. They're just they're animals, just like our real life animals. They just kind of make, you know, noises like animals. You know, so like Origins and Generations are fucking fantastic. I love them, and I think they're really really good. And I really wish they were like, I really wish they were full blown, like you know, a 20-minute runtime and everything. But the like Sun and Moon is becoming way too much like the you know, the really shitty kids anime with like Ash and stuff. I don't like that at all. Because, well, not only because the Pokemon say their names, that's one little small thing, but the other thing is just there's just so many other things about the anime that bothers me. The fact that it's like way too childish, and there's all these things that it really just doesn't follow. It just kind of does its own thing. The way they tell stories, I don't like how there's never any respect for legendaries in the anime, and that's what Sun and Moon has devolved into. That's what X and Y was a little bit. That's what Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had like a pretty big flavor in, and now it's even more prominent in Sun and Moon. Is that the legendaries are losing their sort of grandeur? You know, they don't have this sort of level of importance anymore. And what I mean by that is, you know, in the past Pokemon games, catching a legendary was very difficult. You had to be prepared for it. You had to save right before them. And they were not ever required to be caught. You could screw yourself. You could feint the legendary, and then you missed your opportunity. Obviously, we'd all... If you had any brain, you'd save beforehand, so you wouldn't necessarily miss it. But the game was built in a way where if you didn't save and you fainted the legendary, you just lost your Groudon, you just lost your Kyogre, you lost your Ho-Oh, your Lugia. But, you know, now in Sun and Moon, and again, it was with X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they're like part of the grand, like, meaning, the whole overarching part of the story, and there's some, like, you know, meaningful shit they're trying to do, and just no, like, go back to, like, the way it was. Let me be some small kid fighting an organization. You know, don't throw the story down my throat entirely. Like, let me go at my own pace. Let me play the damn game, which, again, that's what I was saying. Like, the story was, like, way too intrusive. Every 2 seconds, you were just, you know, getting into a conversation with people. And, you know, it wouldn't even be that bad if Pokemon had voice actors, because then you could kind of sit back and sort of relax. I think the fact that you have to read is what made it really intrusive, because that's something that you can kind of... It's something that you have to do. You have to sit there and read it. And for a lot of people, that is considered, you know, obtrusive and work. If it's, you know, if it's got a voice, you know, a voice talent, then you can sit there and just easily digest it way more than reading. Obviously, Pokemon has always had reading in it, but the fact that it's now heavily thrown down your throat and you have to really pay attention to it, I think is what really kind of sours it for me. And I know it sours it for a lot of other people that I've talked to, and just reading online. A lot of people are really not feeling it. Oh, no. I've got, like, how many lives do I have left, too? Oh, that's not bad. Also, we got 5 minutes left. There's no way I'm finishing this level right away. Maybe it'll just have to be a longer part. Ow, dude. I don't know why I was trying to run after him. Why is that here? What's down there? Hello. What's down here? I didn't even go down here yet. I don't remember these levels at all, man. Not even a little bit. Oh, God. Excuse me. Oh, there's that. Oh, shit. Jesus. For fuck's sake. Ah! Alright, there's like nothing. What was the point of all this? There's no gems down here. There's no nothing. So that's my little Pokemon Sun and Moon rant. I don't really like that aspect of the game, but other than that, everything else has been awesome. Very much so enjoying the grander sort of approach that they're taking with just simple things like encountering trainers, just walking around, the design of people now, the fact that trainers are in the background during battles. I mean, all that stuff. Love it. That is totally like where I've always wanted the series to go. Obviously, you know, you'd have that kind of stuff in like Coliseum and XD and whatnot, but those are, you know, those are those weird one-off sort of games where you wish the full games on the handhelds were like that. Now they're finally getting to that point. So that's what has made me really happy about that. There's a number of other things. It's definitely going in the right direction for most places, but it's just the story. Like, I'm hoping that a lot of people bitch about it to the point where they kind of like learn their lesson and scale back all that kind of shit for the next one. And that's what makes me even more irritated about the the Pokemon saying their own names thing. You know how sometimes you'll go up to a Pokemon in the game, and you hit A, and it would say it's Cry, and then at the bottom the text would read something like blah, 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 like gibberish, because that's what it's supposed to be. Pokemon don't say their names. In Sun and Moon, they're saying their names. Some of them are, and that is scaring the living shit out of me, because now the games are, you know, falling on, and the games were first. You know, it was always their story to tell. Ooh. Oh shit. I need speed for that. Son of a bitch. Didn't somebody in the comments say they wanted to see me suck ass at this level? Well, here you go, man. I mean, you got it. Get back that second life that I already lost. Fucking dick. Fucking asshole. Oh yeah, 20 minutes. Oh no. Definitely not gonna have enough time. You know, who fucking gives a shit? We'll stop in the middle of the level. It's not gonna be the end of the world. As much as I think it'll be. I was about to say, I'll try and keep running just in case there's something over here I need to break. I need Sparks back. Give me Sparks. Thank you. Alright, at the end of the level. I'm missing a dragon too, aren't I? I'm missing 2 dragons, Jesus. And a lot of gems. Well, I don't want to return home. Where does this take me? Just back over here. But is there even a way for me to leave where I am right now? I mean, I can't leave from here. Can I? Because that was that jump. Oh, that's the beginning of the level. Oh, hello. Nuh-uh. Nah. That was where I was. And I didn't make it, obviously. That's great. Now where the fuck am I? I don't even remember this place. Oh, is this where I can try and hit the box now? There we go. Well, at least I did that. And since I know that's all done, we'll go back over here. Something wrong with my nano tank, man. I have a nano tank right here, about a gallon. There's a beta fish in there. It's been doing great for a while, but now it's like really cloudy. And it's cloudy after I've done 100% water change twice trying to diagnose the problem. I can't figure out what it is. I'm assuming it's the sand. It's got to be the substrate. There's got to be something in the sand that's fucking with it. Because everything else has been cleaned pretty much 100% thoroughly, and it is sand, so it's harder to clean sand than, say, gravel. Because if something's living in it, I mean, it's whatever bacteria or whatever is kind of thriving in it. It's hard to get it out. You can't really like bleach the sand. Some people say you can. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't really think I'd want to risk that. Some say you should take all the sand out and dry it completely. Thinking I might try that. There's really nothing else I can do. Because I can't really diagnose why the water would be so cloudy after doing 100% like tank reset more or less. and letting it cycle and everything, and it gets cloudy like after just a few days. Still a lot of gems I'm missing. There's the other dragon. Notice how I'm still playing and not ending the Let's Play, just on the off chance I actually maybe get it done in the next 2-3 minutes.
Greetings, Spyro.
LYLE. That's such a...
amazing tour of the treetops.
What is that? That's a, sort of like an Amish name. I can picture Lyle right now building a house by hand with his family. Good for him. I like the Amish. Those are also fascinating people. Where was I gonna go that I just saw like a bunch of stuff for? Over here. Yes, that's stuff that I don't have. Also that stuff I don't have. Alright, here we go! Yo. Fuck that guy. Fuck that thing. Fuck this thing in particular. Screw that guy. Screw that. These chests. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Bastard. Hey, but what does he have? I have all the eggs, don't I? What am I missing? How about what does he have that I don't have? Ooh, I was actually about to stop running, but I just saw that at last minute. Bitch. I don't want to get into a deep story right now because we're like due to end at some point, but I'm still like for some reason giving this a shot that I might actually get this done fast. How do I get up there? This is where I was. Oh, no, go back. I want to get up there. Can I really jump that high from this? Maybe you can. You just have to sort of let go and start gliding at the right time, I guess. Oh! No, that didn't work. Whoop, whoop, whoop! Yep. Alright, I'll end it here. Why not? See if I can do a little practice off camera so we don't waste too much time in the next part. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next part.